Threatening force now that we know Vacant Tech doesn't have Ghost. Gonna go for the trade here. I don't think Vacant Tech has a way out of this, and it's gonna be first blood. Significant in the way of Rumble. We're seeing a fight here. Seeing Ugragas trying to fight his way. Stop turning down. We see less force on the top side of the map here. This isn't warded. Frosty gonna be walking up and you're gonna be hitting the overheat here. Vacant Tech gonna get a big trade. Gonna use that W. Gonna force to use the R. Frosty actually flashing. There it is. I think. Local Library wanting to try to take one. Gonna take a pretty good trade. Or Papa Doge gonna take a pretty good trade. Try to get Cryo. Good trade coming down from Gragas. He's the Vi. Charging up Q over the wall. Gonna go in. Ooh, it finds it. Very much in the favor of Izbiz. Kind of to be expected. He just has that Prio. Seeing a good trade come down here. Equalizer's gonna drop on the Vacant Tech. Frosty gonna now hit the overheat. Vacant Tech gonna R. Use that E. Is this walking up to get a single? I'm dyslexic, caught out here by less force. Does not have the polymorph up yet. Super Mega Death Rocket's gonna find his target. Zap find his target on Izbiz as well. Not gonna do much other than that. Let's just come for that ward. Local Library back topside. Vacant Tech forced to use the R. Crashdown gonna come down, or the cease and desist. Pardon. On the Vi, might be a kill. It is gonna be a kill over the Local Library. It's gonna be the Vi. I can only assume that on the side of TZ that they have Jelly. Papa Doge getting a little bit of forced off. I'm dyslexic forced to R here. The Mel ultimate going to be enough stacks. Gonna kill the Lulu. That was a good play by Papa. Papa was contesting that vision they had. Gonna force to be flashed. Charm gonna hit. Not gonna find much else. Equalizer coming down. Gonna find a little bit of damage on his target. Laos forced to engage here. The crash on Magnet Storm. Super Death Rocket finds his target. Less getting charmed. We see the flash on Frosty. Frosty going deep. Gonna find it a little bit here. Local Library now getting targeted by the tower. Gonna go down here. That's a triple kill over to Ari. Grandmaster's player on Ari. I think it was a good play by Laos. I think the Magnet Storm crash down looked good. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. That a little bit of fight. I'm just clearing some wards out. They're outnumbered right now. 2-4. Now it's 3-4. You've got Izbiz now walking up from mid lane. Laos gonna get chunked out really hard here. Mel gonna find the target of the Ari. Less force going in. Gonna find 2 targets. Gonna cancel the jump on Izbiz. Izbiz gonna get locked in. Less force kind of blown up right there. The Mel ult's coming down. Not gonna find a target. Ugragas low. Casting what he can. Vacant Tech now. There. Equalizer's finding 2. Gonna damage both. Gonna find a Quadra on the side of Papa Doge. And I come back to a big fight. Local Library gonna find the Jinx here. Forced to ult here. Big chunk from the Heartsteel. That Mundo's really starting to ramp up here. A little bit here. They'll try to contest vision. Less force actually gonna go in. Equalizer's gonna come down. Gonna find 2. Laos kind of force out. Not gonna be able to help much. Gonna find him now. Overheat. Frosty just crowd controlled to death. Papa Doge getting dove. Cease and desist gonna come down. Ultimate gonna find 1. Mel gonna find a Grandmaster's player on that Ari. TZ gonna pull the trigger on the Otacon in the top lane. Problem is I don't think they can and they cannot. They're pulling back. Linoleum gonna try to be forced to solo hold here. Gonna get dove a little bit. Izbiz polymorph coming down. Gonna find his target. Dyslexic low. Gonna force to use that heal. Izbiz did not get the jump reset. Vacant Tech teleported in. Izbiz taking a tower shot. Gonna find a cleaver as well. Less force. Flag and drag gonna come in. Flash. I'm dyslexic. Using the ult. Not gonna be enough. Local Library. Finds one in a 3-man dive. Kind of impressive. That could just be Mel as a champion. Or the skill coming up now. Looks like they might just be conceding it. Doesn't matter if they weren't conceding it, because it's gone regardless. Gragas gonna miss the charm on Lao Su, walking in a straight line. See Frosty with the teleport now. Ugragas separated a little bit. Gonna go in, gonna ult, gonna take damage. Magnet Storm coming down. Less force using the ultimate ability. Equalizer finding 3 damage. Frosty still alive. Overheat coming down now. Super Death Rocket gonna find 2. Mel ult coming down and chunk. With the flash on the Ari, gonna find Zap. Gonna get 2, gonna get 3, gonna get 4. Gonna find 4 there. See Linoleum with those crazy ramp stacks. Gonna absolutely shred Otacon. I think Gragas, Linoleum getting that Excite really early in the fight. Gonna find that Super Mega Death Rocket on... But I also know... I'm gonna see a Ghost coming here on Vacant Tech. The Overheat coming down to Frosty is going to chunk Vacant Tech back. Not gonna be enough. Papa Doge gonna get fed that kill. I think that is actually good on Doge, even though I know Vacant Tech pretty much did 90% of that right there. And Pigs and Blanket taking what they can back and trade that top lane turret. TZ is threatening a tier 2 on their bot side. And we've got a TZ coming back to answer, make sure they can't push anymore. They're not going to. Papa Doge, Vacant Tech, gonna share that 700 turret gold, but they now are in a good position. Pigs and Blanket are gonna execute this Baron. We see Vacant Tech has that teleport. Papa Doge as well. Vacant Tech now coming down with the TP. Papa's not gonna just decide not to use it. Is now gonna be a little late on that TP. Lest going in, focusing him hard down. Pigs and Blanket do get the smite fight, gonna win that. I see that Mel ult come down as well. Gragas forced to ult out. Izbiz kind of forced to jump out. Maker, but maybe I'm wrong. Papa Doge with the reflect on you, Gragas. You, Gragas forced to use the ultimate ability. That charm, really potent on the reflect. Can find a little bit of damage on Laos. Laos using the crash down. Izbiz forced to use barrier. Papa Doge ulting, gonna find the Izbiz. The stacks were enough. Now we've got the Linoleum with the Excite, gonna find 2. Last Force with the jump in, gonna find 1. We see Rumble with the with the Equalizer. Lag and drag, Last Force can do some damage here. Does he win this? I think he does. This might have been a Rift Maker diff. It doesn't make a difference. Or Nerf wasn't enough. They simply just couldn't kill Papa Doge, and Papa Doge kind of putting on a show here. Let's look at some gold statistics. 2k difference. Well, it's about 1.2k actually in the top lane. 1.2k and fight, so we didn't really get to see much out of him. Lao Tzu ahead of I'm just overextended here. He's gonna have 4 players. Some TZ gonna come down here. Has that overheat, might be able to find 1 with a reflect. Humble kind of just running. I'm not sure. Local. Isbis is gonna try to force him off a little bit. Vacant Tech pretty much just going where he pleases. That's the power of scaling Mundo. He does what he wants. And I think we just saw a good demonstration right there. TZ threatening a bit of an end here. William has that Excite. Is it going to be enough? I think they can just end. You have the Excite on the Jinx. The recalls are coming in super late. A flash. Gragas. Not going to find anybody. Crowd gives Dream a lot of play here. Let's find the Shuriken flip. Flash on Dyslexic. Gonna find Lao Tzu. Lao's forced flash here as well. Isbiz going at a tower. Gonna have to use barrier. Gonna flash as well. Linoleum autoing I'm Dyslexic. I'm Dyslexic taking that tower shot as well. One more auto comes down. The Silver Q's gonna find the kill. Not gonna take it though. Not gonna be. And Vacant Tech has a wave stacked against him. Gonna use that taunt. It looks like Less Force wasn't expecting him to go in. Understands it now. Laos is also here. Gonna use that unstoppable. Not gonna be able to make enough distance. Has no flash and kill's gonna go over. It is a brawl in the mid lane. Back on the Dream to me. We see that Lilia now. Dream gonna use Shroud, but is revealed. Gonna use that sleep. Gonna try to use that R. Fairly prevalent. That unstoppable is one of the most powerful spells. It's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna Flux caught out of here a little bit. Maybe a little soccer ball gonna find his target. Silver ult's coming down. The culling doing a little bit of damage, a little bit off. Not gonna find much here. Isbiz gonna flash. Gonna dash right into his death. Local library gonna hit a triple man. Bowling ball, gonna find a little bit. Actually, I'm Dyslexic finding the hook on Lao Tzu over the wall. Less forced to use on sides of PIB. You're gonna claim that significant wave clear. You always have advantage then. The hook gonna find Linoleum. Gonna be a really good hook on I'm Dyslexic. Fate Sealed gonna go into Lao Tzu. That heal and the ultimate gonna be enough to live through the Yoni, but not gonna be enough to live through local library. Very good hooks here from I'm Dyslexic. Dropped that vision just enough that Linoleum didn't see it coming. Was able to just pull some war crimes right there. I see Dream to me. Find a kill in the bot lane. I'm not gonna make too much of it. Q3 is going to find his target on you, Gragas. You, Gragas is choosing to take multiple tower shots. In that regard. Fate Sealed gonna dash out right into Less Force's loving. This is top side. Local library's kind of getting run down a little bit here. Dream gonna use that R1. R2 finds its mark. Gonna find that kill. Gonna try to contest the. I don't know what's happening here. Gragas was teleporting out. Fate Sealed going to actually get him over this wall now. Gonna try to run. Less Force has that. Those dashes. We're gonna see Piggies in a blanket choose to take Otacon now. Dream to me teleporting does recognize it. Vacant Tech is also here. We see Frosty with Q3. Cassante not gonna find his target. I'm Dyslexic still has hook, but it's gonna be a little bit low. This Otacon starting to chunk members of PIB. Dream to me using that dash back. Unstoppable gonna push a little bit here. All out and Cassante actually might save most of PIB here. Push Dream all the way under his friendly turret. A good sacrifice by Frosty there. I think you saved most of the team. Dream to me has that ultimate ability, and I think he would have cleaned up pretty handily there. This Force gonna go with the invade. Ooh, the overstay. Dream to me gonna find 2 here. Now we see a big gold flip. Ooh, Gragas gonna take a little bit of a trade. Less Force trading it back as well. And I do believe local library has seen a few members walk in here, and they're gonna go bowling ball, but they aren't going to. Dream to me and Vacant Tech execution on local library gonna go down immediately. And I think we're gonna see a big power flip now. Now we see a dragon on the side of TZ. Gragas gonna find Less Force. Less Force gonna force to use that Kindred ultimate ability. It's gonna kind of auto him. PIB going to be here, but the Fate's Call is gonna find 2. Gonna find Dream to me as well. Gragas testing what he can. Gonna be in a little bit of a dangerous spot. I'm Dyslexic here as well. The sleep coming in, gonna find his target. Isbiz right up against them. Lau's gonna get knocked up. Isbiz gonna find his target with that electric and that knock up. Recognize blue play, so does I'm Dyslexic. Gonna be in the top side of this Baron pit. I'm Dyslexic gonna find the hook. Isbiz is on the wrong side of the wall, but doesn't really matter. Unstoppable's gonna push a bit here. All Out's going to find Lau's, gonna give him that angle to dash out, and Unstoppable and the All Out's. They're going to look to just absolutely shred this thing, and I don't think it'll matter. I think they have to understand that it's just gone. Yep, unless does recognize it now. Gragas taking a little bit of a trade over this wall here, gonna go a little far. Cassante utilizes a little bit less. Yon maybe a little bit so. Big damage coming out of Less Force. Less Force forced to ultimate here. With that 3-item Yon, Less Force is very squishy. No Fate Seal, can't really close the gap. We see Dream to me in trouble a little bit. There's a 4-man here. Forced to flash right into Isbiz. Isbiz trading a bit. Dream to me. Gonna try to find what he can. Zonya's gonna give Shen the time he needs to get into this fight. Culling not gonna really do any damage to Shen. I'm Dyslexic might have this hook back up. Gonna force Vacant Tech to flash. Hook is gonna find Vacant Tech. Vacant Tech now might just be condemned to death. Unstoppable, we're gonna find 1. Q3 on Gragas gonna find 2. Gonna get both bot laners here. Vacant Tech still alive in the back line. Gonna fight what he can. Gragas on that Yon. 3-item Yon. Kind of doing what he wants. Sleep coming down in local library. Dream to me in crowd. Not gonna matter. Cassante now taking turret. Unstoppable pushed him a little bit. And this looks like it's gonna begin. Night and day performance this game from Gragas RL. Completely night and day. He looked struggling on the Ahri last game. And I think the Yon is a little bit more up his alley. I also think I'm Dyslexic put on a great performance. See a little bit of fight here on TZ. Gonna try to hold this Nexus here. Not gonna have much damage. Sivir doing what he can. Gragas diving fountain. Gonna find a Kindred. There's just no damage on the side of the Sivir. Can't get through this Cassante. Cassante's got a little bit too much armor, and that All Out and that Unstoppable is gonna make him just too tanky. Vacant Tech coming out now. Taunt's gonna find 1. Amplified Q. Not gonna have any time. Not gonna give him a chance. Bring down any of their members. PIB takes game 2.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
gold here. I typically do it every 10 minutes. Gives us a good indicator. Vacant Tech taking a trade on the Frosty here. Gonna get that true damage. Equalizer coming down. Gonna get good value here. And we see the Flame Spitter just put him out, even though we just saw him come online with the overheat. He doesn't need it. Flame Spitter just gonna kill Vacant Tech before this Showstopper can even take off. On the side of TZ, we're seeing the first dragon go down. Gonna be contesting a little bit. Now that we've hit 10 minutes, ooh, Sejuani, the ult, gonna miss. Scream to me, has Q3, gonna get actually stopped by a local library, really good stop. Gonna be in a bad spot now. Fade Seal's gonna come through. A little bit of damage on Ugragas, kind of just waiting for his teammate. Q3's gonna get out. Local library's here to clean up. Sleep's coming down. Flash on, or sorry, on Less Force. Flash on the local library. To save him for a little bit, not gonna matter. And can't really do much from there. Can only enforce the flash. Ugragas ulting it. Local library taking a few tower shots. We see bot lane. Now Stu. Ooh, I'm dyslexic failing a flash over the wall. Gonna be a free kill on Linoleum, I think. We see the stun coming down. Linoleum actually going to barrier to save here. We see a blue teleport coming in. That's Frosty. Kind of in a bad position. He's gonna have to 1v3, but we're seeing the dive in the mid lane right now. Local library trying to take some a little bit. Gonna hit the stun. Gonna find the shutdown. Ugragas gonna get spoon fed a little bit there. Frosty's finding one. Let's Force having to run for his life. We see that overheat coming in a second here. Not gonna be able to get it through. Belt Sejuani. And the arm is apparently actually fairly effective. Vacant Tech flash. Showstopper's gonna bring him back to the tower. Frosty, is that fire coming out? Not gonna be enough. Overheat's gonna come through. Not gonna do anything. He's just kind of trying to pull away. I think maybe he tries to go for the wave there. I'm not sure though. But gonna go down to Vacant Tech. I'm dyslexic. Misses the R. Local library does not though. Finds it. I'm dyslexic coming to crowd control. Linoleum could have removed his hands off the keyboard at this point. It wouldn't have made a difference. They walked in the jungle. They forced out some objectives. Forced out some ultimate abilities. Now they kind of just get this dragon. Izbir's making a little bit of a bad play. Forced flash. Sleep coming down. Lilio gonna find that one kill. Seth's gonna find another. We see Equalizer coming down. Gonna get good value on Vacant Tech. But that Haymaker gonna find crazy value. Gonna find one. Gonna find two. Ugragas had the knockouts, was not able to R in time. No one goes down the side of TZ. Yeah, so is Frosty, the Rumble player in this match. Oh, we're gonna see a trade. Green to me. Ooh, Ugragas take a tower shot here. Both knock up at the exact same time. Ugragas not able to use his R. Ultimate ability. I'm dyslexic here to kind of bail him out. Tornado is a little bit short. I'm dyslexic. Ult's gonna go in a weird spot. Gonna flash. Here comes the ultimate down. Sleep gonna come down from the Lilia. Gonna miss. I think it doesn't matter though. He's gonna go. Vacant Tech comes teleport coming in now. Stun. He's gonna flash. Get the double stun on that E. Doesn't need to R. Has it. Frosty coming in a little bit late. We see Equalizer hit 2. Gonna get knocked up. Lots of good flash. Lots of good knockback. Vacant Tech standing that Equalizer. Gonna find a little bit of damage. Haymaker come down. Doesn't need it. More money going over to the Lilia. As a 10, 0, and 8 Lilia player. With a full Drake, he's trying to threaten their sole point. If you're good at Mordekaiser, most people just ban you. Team Lau's trying to contest a little bit of vision, gonna get caught. Unstoppable, gonna come down, gonna reduce that damage significantly, but we do see local library with the ult and Ugragas with the ult. Lau's still not going down. That's 65% or 55% unstoppable. Fate Sealed on Dream to me. Come in, Windwall blocks, so Less Force. Gonna block most of the MF ult as well. Haymaker gonna come down a little bit early. Frosty able to get that Flame Spitter, great damage. I'm just like going in on Linoleum, trying to just delay what he can. Less Force is an absolute force to reckon with. This is gonna be a pentakill for Less Force. Maybe Frosty's gonna try to put a stop to it. And there's the pentakill for Less Force. You have Now, I'll give a little bit of credit where credit is due. Great win wall. I've been kind of not being the nicest on the Ugragas front. He's Grandmasters, and we all hold him to a higher tier. I haven't played against his Mordekaiser in a long time, so I just don't have the experience. You see Haymaker come down, gonna hit the true damage. Equalizer coming down a little bit late. Vacant Tech gonna actually get to Vacant Tech going for that tower. Gonna get stunned up. And it knocked up as well. Haymaker gonna come down. Gonna find 2 with the true damage. MF ult gonna find Yasuo as well. Izviz doing what he can. Just not gonna have any space. Does not have the Valkyrie to get away. Frosty also getting run down. We have the 4 item. Frosty's also there to threaten. Duck, no, I kind of agree with you. But he's gonna go with the MR shot on him. Equalizer gonna come down, gonna find less force, and Linoleum a little bit. Actually, not gonna find less force. Flash from Dyslexic, gonna find one. Local Library also finding one. Basically, the overheat come down from Frosty. Haymaker gonna find 3! Big and Tech putting on a show for us now. Gonna slam the, gonna have the showstopper come down on the Local Library. Gonna slam right into Izviz. Gonna find the kill. Less force gonna clean up the rest. This might be an end angle for them if they can go bot lane. They have a wave.
Godlike.
You have less force dealing damage. You've got Linoleum as bait. I'm Dyslexic flashing for it. Gonna find good value there, but they don't have the damage. Vacant Tech with that fully charged Haymaker once more gonna find incredible value. The damage is unrivaled. They're gonna find, gonna use Fate Sealed, get over that wall, try to hope and help this team can end the game. I'm Dyslexic standing around a little bit, gonna get some stun damage. What do you mean engaging? Lau's gonna go with the flash. Knocked I'm Dyslexic, got a tower. Get the stun as well in the set. There are 4 up now. You guys are using Wind Wall. Gonna find some damage. Haymaker fully charged. Again, gonna find 1. Actually, this time 2, maybe. I think Gragas is hit by. Gonna find the ult. Stream to me. Gonna find 1. Getting shot by Nexus. Gonna go down. Gonna flash right into the Izviz rocket. Laosu trying to end the game. Gonna find it now. And that was considerably more of a blowout in favor of PG.